Well, it's kind of like a dessert version of a turducken. It's a sweet treat stuffed inside a chocolate chip cookie. Craig's Cookies recently opened in downtown St. John's, and joining me now is the owner, Craig Pike. So you are originally from St. John's.
I am, yeah.
Can you tell us how this business got started?
Yeah, in 2013, I was living in Toronto. I'm an actor and a musician, and I had a month off of work. And I needed to pay my Rogers bill and my rent. So I thought, hey, I'd sell cookies and deliver them on my bike to my friends. And between the jigs of the reels, by the end of the month, I'd sold 200 dozen cookies just from marketing on Instagram and Facebook for a laugh. And flip to 8 years later, here we are opening our first location on Duckworth and 5 more shops in Toronto.
That's amazing. And why cookies?
I mean, I used to always bring the potlucks. I don't know if potlucks are still a thing, but do you remember potlucks?
Yes, it's been a while because of COVID, but...
Exactly, right? Where everybody chooses what they want to bring and you have a party. So I'd always bring chocolate chip cookies because my mom used to make them and they're really tasty. When I was trying to brainstorm what I should make out of this little small business, cookies was the no-brainer.
And like I mentioned, they are stuffed, so they're not a typical kind of chocolate chip cookie. Can you tell us about your product?
So it's a chocolate chip cookie, and we put stuff inside of them. It's my mom's chocolate chip cookie recipe. I was at the grocery store in Toronto and Pop-Tarts were on sale. So I thought, hey, maybe we'll put a Pop-Tart in a cookie, see how that goes. It worked out. And then I thought, well, maybe you can put anything in a cookie. Now we have over 100 different flavors. We'll put peanut butter cups in Newfoundland, just specific to Newfoundland. We're putting jams in cookies, caramel logs. So they're going to be flavors that you can only get in St. John's.
You say this is your 6th location. Mm-hmm. Things must be going pretty well.
Things are going good. You know, the pandemic has been difficult for a lot of people and a lot of small businesses. We've been able to pivot pretty quickly. Our business grew 40% since March 2020. We've opened 4 locations in the last year. I think everybody is starving, pardon the pun, for something really, really comforting, something nostalgic, and a cookie is that. You know, we all have an experience with baked goods, whether it be our grandparents or our parents or friends, getting into the kitchen, making bread, making cookies, making cakes. So there's something that makes us just feel really good about ourselves when we have a cookie.
It's not just even tasting the cookie, it's the smell of the cookie.
Yeah, it's the whole experience, right? Like part of it for me, being from Newfoundland up in Toronto, I wanted to create a space where everybody feels welcome. So I put hardwood floor down like my grandmother used to have. The tile is all blue like the Atlantic Ocean. So up in Toronto, everybody that comes in feels like they're coming to my nan's home out in Kilbride.
And why did you want to bring the business back to St. John's?
I just wanted to selfishly just get to come home, you know? So now I have a really great reason to come home more than just once or twice a year. And it's also just something really special that I wanted to share with local Newfoundlanders. Primarily, my main focus as a small business owner is to create a safe space for people. It's not about making money. It's not about any of those other things that business people usually like. It's about making an environment where people want to come in, they feel like they're coming home, but also having a space for my staff where they can come get a fair living wage. We pay $17 an hour to start. You know, times are hard, so whatever I can do as a business owner to help everybody out, that's really important to me.
It's amazing that someone can make a full business out of cookies.
It is, you know, I don't know how it happened, but I think in life what I kind of try to continue to believe is that if a door is offered to you, you know, open it, see what's behind it. There's no harm, no foul if it doesn't work out, but if it does work out, then continue to grow it. So, you know, in 2018, when we opened our first location in Toronto, and it was just myself and one other person, somebody came in and bought cookies, and then more people bought cookies, and then we had to hire more people, and we had to make more cookies, and we continue to open more doors. So, so far, so good.
And it all started with you just baking cookies at home.
Making cookies at home in my oven, 12 cookies at a time every 10 minutes, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about it, and good luck.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me, yeah.